I turned it off, and I'm like, wow, this is a great note to sleep on. Yeah, we're gonna pray, I guess, and go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know. Uh, you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on with Adi and Didi
Yeah.
and the family, and I haven't really brought it up too much, but it's, you know, seeing that and what they're going through, and then you talking about that, it's exactly what Addison said. Like when you're for us, it's a nearly impossible situation because not only did we have like our family was a safety net for us, but it's like our extended family was a safety net with the exception of
Right.
the whole Hap thing. But I mean, still, like we had like five different safety nets. So even if we fell, it was a little cushion to us. Like there was nothing truly dangerous for us growing up as far as emotional, I guess physical too, but like on how many different levels we were constantly found to be in a safe place, and there was just never really mm, an opportunity for us to be put into a dangerous place, you
Right.
know? And
Yeah.
so when you I mean, for me, I books are great, like and I don't it was it true story? True story?
No, I don't. I mean, it can be
Cuz
based on
she
a story, but no.
yeah, cuz I know Francine Rivers is a fiction story writer.
Yeah,
So,
redeeming love.
um
Oh, well, I guess my investation is just yeah. Now finish your fake story. I'll be here trying to figure out my life.
But how many stories like this? I mean,
I
how
know.
many girls? These are not surprising stories. This isn't
oh,
a
no, for
surprise.
sure. And
Like,
No,
like
but
I mean just to let you know that, so Audie and Dee Dee are two girls, Addison, that I've been working with. I think you know about them, right?
I've heard about them. But
And
I'm yeah. I'm not
so uh,
all there.
so Dee Dee is 17 now. Audie is 15. They have a little sister who's 18, 8, sorry, and
It's a bit of a
sorry.
difference.
all different. No, it's little sister. Just follow along. Okay, I got to turn the volume down
Go
on the
ahead.
music. It's
Wait, is
too loud.
this are these real people or is this a story also?
This is real. This is
Okay.
true.
Okay.
Uh, oh, and it gets fun.
Uh,
It gets super fun. Because dad is a murderer, and so he went to jail. And so then mom had a boyfriend who got her pregnant with twins, and then said, "I don't want to be around anymore," and took off. And so now mom has five kids, five mouths to feed, and that all really sucks.
Jeez.
Dad got out of prison and told mom, "You better dump the son of a bitch, or else I'm going back to prison for a reason." And
Oh,
so,
so they rehabilitated him.
yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit. What is she?
So, oh no, no, it gets better
Oh my
because
god.
up until that point, it was like, what can we do to help her stay away from these guys to be safe? And then at least you can say, well, it sucks that these girls are seeing only horrible shit-faced guys as whatever.
Father
Okay,
figure?
so turns
Father?
out the reason
Genghis
that
Khan piece of shit.
prisoner guy was so flipping out was because mom was sleeping with him too. Uh, she was
Wait,
trying to
what?
get money out of
Okay.
both of them, and so she'd sleep around just to get money from them.
Wait,
Am
She
your
I
dad?
didn't
supposed to feel
tell.
bad for her now?
Oh, no, 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 not at all. Because what she was also doing was Adi and Didi were working, like cleaning the church and whatever odd jobs we could do, and she was taking their money too. And so
What?
now
What?
we found this stuff out, and we're like, sorry, you can't stay in our church home anymore. Like that's just not something we can allow. And so at first we were thinking, okay, we're going to try and keep the girls, right? Because that would be great. And mom's like, if you keep my daughters, I'm going to call the police. And,
Do
even
it.
though the police would end up taking, like they would see what she's doing, they would just take the girls and throw them in an orphanage. Like there's just, it's not a win for
Wait,
Right.
anyone, right?
hold
Other
hold on.
than
So
other
Sorry.
than getting the girls away from the toxic mother.
exactly. So
Hold on.
then they're all separating out. Audie chooses to hang out with prisoner dad because, at least he is a loving father. He's a crazy maniac who hopefully is not killing people anymore, but he's a loving father.
He does love.
Uh, so Audie goes there, and Dee Dee, who's the oldest, she stays with mom. Why? Because she's the oldest, and she knows that her baby sisters are going to be on a shit show. So this poor girl is stuck with crazy ass mom for how long, right? And it's like, you don't I mean, for me, I'm saying I don't realize like just how important that safety net is until you
Yeah.
see intimately like what it's like when you don't have one. Like I can't even imagine when I was 17, I was working 4 hours a week to make a little few extra bucks, but really my mom and dad bought me my first 2, 3 computers,
Yeah.
most of my car, right? I mean, I had
No,
everything given to me.
I've gone down that
You
road.
know,
Genuinely, without mom and dad, I'm dead.
yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
Seriously.
And
And
even as an
how that
adult, right? That security you have, that okay, if I screw up in Bulgaria, if everything goes to shit, I still have a family that loves me enough that they probably would be able to scrap up some money to help me get back home, you know? So I just yeah. So
wait,
then yeah, you're
whole
telling the
thing,
story and it's sorry, go ahead.
what was the whole thing with mom? I don't understand what you just said. She had a boyfriend.
She
What?
was sleeping around with the boyfriend and the ex-husband
In prison. He's
to
in
get
prison.
cash. I mean, he just got out. I mean, just got out
Right,
like
but
a
I'm
couple
assuming
months
she
ago.
was sleeping with him while he's in prison too. To
Oh, we actually don't know that. I mean,
oh,
the story I understood because I don't know if they have conjugal visits in Bulgaria, right? So
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing. But she
Every
basically was sleeping around to get money, and then her daughters were working their ass off because they didn't actually know she was sleeping around,
right.
Um,
and they were getting money. And apparently, she got a 3,500 lev check from the government for having 2 babies and being on welfare. So she actually did get money from the government to help with these kids, and
has
she
she been
didn't tell
lying?
anyone. Yeah, she had been lying to everyone. So
Oh,
then it just really sucks because it's just like, even this non-fictional story, you're sitting there thinking this sucks ass, and at least I'm around, then I can help, but I can't. I really can't. There's nothing I
Right.
can do without crazy
Li-
ass mom calling the police, right?
yeah.
I mean,
Literally, what are you supposed to do? You can't take
yeah,
her
yeah,
kids from her. You can't convince her kids that she's toxic. You can't convince the guy and her to stay away from each other. Like,
right, right. And oh, I forgot to mention the beautiful thing too. When she went to go sleep with the other guy because he's in a different city, she dropped her kids off, the 2 oldest, because she didn't want them to go with her. She dropped them off at quote unquote their grandfather's house, which turned out to be an abandoned warehouse. And the
oh my
temperature
god.
at night was negative
Oh
15 degrees, which is like
my.
16 degrees Fahrenheit. Like that's the status she left her 2 girls in. And I'm thinking to myself, when you talk about human trafficking, like that right there. I mean, when you are stuck in that level and someone shows up and says, "Hey, I got a warm bed for you and I can, promise you a job," you know, that's who's causing it. Mom is causing that. So, anyway, I I mean, the only thing I can do, I guess, I have Revolut, and I have 2 junior cards that I'm allowed to give out. So
mm,
I gave the 2 junior cards to Adi and Didi, and I just told them, if you're in an emergency and you need something, you let me know, okay? So,
How are the girls handling it? Do you be in contact with them?
yeah, Adi is more vocal because she's pissed off, right? She
Yeah.
hates her parents. She hates the situation she's in. She's counting down the days to when she turns 18 so that she can do whatever she wants.
And how can you blame her?
Um, oh yeah, for sure.
I'm counting down the
Oh,
days.
I'm I am too. I'm counting down the days and then I'm planning like here's how we're going to get her a job, here's how we're going to get her housing, and here's how we're going to make sure that she stays the wonderful person that she is right now, you know?
What's crazy?
Is
Uh
she,
What
she-
what's Sorry, go ahead, Abigail.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just it's crazy because like at this point I feel like she doesn't even need your help. Like she's
yeah.
got it cuz of all this terrible shit
Oh
she's
yeah.
been through. So I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Because honestly, all the
Right.
shit decisions her parents have made her one of the strongest people in the world.
Right. Right. Well, and that's just it. Although the downside to that whole thing is that um it's also like we hate what our parents were, but then we become that because we focus too much on it, right?
Right.
And so that's the thing is that you do see, yeah, of course, she sees that she hates it, but what is she going to start mimicking when she gets to that age, right?
Right.
And that's what you want to avoid too. So anyway, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of sucky. What were you saying, Abigail?
I don't remember. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, Dee Dee is the one that I get really upset for. I mean, I'm of course upset for Adi too, but I get upset for Dee Dee because she's the sister, right? She does care about her sisters, so she's gonna stick around with that woman for at least 18 years, right? Until her sisters grow up or whatever, you know?
Wha- Well, Dee Dee, can she not fight for custody at some point when she gets old enough? Since her mom's a loony bin.
Well, I think we're gonna try and help her with that because she turns 18 this summer, and so and I did talk to Stoyanka about that. Like, is there a possibility that we can do something like that? And she said, she'll look into it. But um, but yeah, for now I don't know. And Dee Dee definitely doesn't know because she does what she thinks is best for her sisters. So like she was the one that knew what mom was doing, and she didn't tell anyone because she knew that the church would kick them out and that all this stuff would go down, right? So she does what she has to protect her sisters, right? And
Yeah.
I feel for her for that, right? Like, that just sucks because that's what you want to see in a student or a kid or whatever. You want to see that loyalty, and it's what is going to kill her, like, because she's bound to protecting her sisters.
Yeah.
She's not going to leave something that she should leave.
Right.
So,
Well, and even if she fully devotes herself to protecting her sisters, that's their mother, that's their father. Even if they're
hmm
the worst people in the world, there's a devotion to those
yeah,
people. You
yeah,
can't ignore that. So you have to somehow fit that in. And if you're not going to fit that in, they're
and
going to
that's
rebel
also
against
true.
you. Like,
Right, right. I mean, yeah, and maybe not in the obvious kind of way, but it's still, yeah, it's no matter what, they're your parents, and they're
Yeah.
gonna always be something to you, even if you hate their guts. Oh,
jeez.
anyway,
Wow. That's a lot to. That's a lot to take in.
it's a lot to take in. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, yep.
Happy
So, who
Saturday
wants to
morning.
play some other games? What's up, everyone? Okay,
No, it's all good.
okay.
That's
It's important to know because,
yeah. Well, and I can be more intentional in praying too.
well,
Oh, yeah, and I mean, it really, I don't know. I, I, I don't know. This stuff happens over and over again, right? So I mean, I part of me hates that, I hear this story and I don't go to bed crying, about it, right?
Right.
Because I feel like that since I've been here in Bulgaria, that kind of is like the desensitizing of stuff just kind of happens when you're around it so often, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I
but at the
think
same time, you've seen these other kids who have gone through it and have managed to, like, they're not in an ideal situation, but it's not like they've been trafficked. Sure, they got married when they were 16, but it's really apparent that it's
cool.
like the boy isn't taking advantage of them. It's clearly obvious that they're the ones in charge of their lives, kind of thing. So I mean, it's not the saddest situation for others. So then you're thinking, okay, there's a chance for them still, right?
Yeah.
So
But it's like it's so we as humans have instincts and all that, and for these kids, even though our instincts are pretty similar, just like you go out and you watch gorillas, a lot of the gorillas will kind of act the same way. Um,
mhm.
to these kids, this isn't happening to everybody. This isn't happening all over the place. This is just happening to them, and no one understands what they're going through. And
Yeah, yep, and that's kind of the sad thing too.
but to share the
So,
story, because there are other people that are going through similar situations, it at least gives them the sense that I'm not totally outside of the humanity loop. This is, as sucky as it is, somewhat normal for some people.
right. Oh, but does that really help? Because then, what I feel like it does, I'm going to say for someone like Dee Dee, is it says, well, okay, I guess it's fine then that my mom's an asshole. Like, I feel like she shouldn't let her off the hook. She should, no matter what, you should be angry that your mom is putting you in this situation that you're in now. You should feel that pain
Yeah,
and should be upset at that. I mean, you're going to make it through and you're going to have people who love and care about you on the other side when we're going to
yeah,
help you, do whatever, but you should be angry at your mom, you know? So, I don't know.
yeah.
I really don't know. I get what you're saying too. I mean,
No,
I
and
completely understand that.
I agree. Like that's almost like why we don't like the how we got to where we're at. Like we didn't share our stories. We got super pissed off at this stuff that sucked, and we improved ourselves.
Right.
Uh, it was more like for me, it was just like to know that you're gonna get through and have that hope and not give up.
Right.
But
Right.
I totally know what you're saying. Like yeah, no, you need to keep that fire because what's wrong is wrong, and we need to move past that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because
Uh,
I think of all these, like, the media outlet, for example, right? I mean, everything that we see, it almost just becomes a normalized thing.
Yeah,
And then you don't get so pissed off when you know another murder happens, and you're like, ah, yeah, that sucks. Okay, let's check the baseball game or whatever.
right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just
So,
file it under stats. That's what happens.
right, that's what happens. Anyway, what were you saying, Abigail? It's your turn.
uh, I was just gonna say at some point, for the girls' sake, it would be good to whenever walk in forgiveness, right? I mean, I'm not saying
Oh,
mom
no,
gets on.
I'm not saying either. Let's
Oh,
let's look for a revenge tactic on how to
Mm,
get back at mom. I was just saying that you should be angry that something that should not be something that you normalize. That's what
oh,
I mean.
yeah,
absolutely.
like oh, this
Yeah,
is okay because it happens, and
yeah.
then you go
My
and
my
hang out with
neighbor
your
had it
mom, and
happen, so
yeah,
yeah,
you affirm those people that are doing those things. Like we
right.
need to cut it off, not judge
Yeah,
and not try and cut people down and make people feel bad about everything. But if someone does something wrong, they need to know it, and we need to fix it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's my fun story.
So
Good
fun.
times.
Okay, here's something fun. All right, I had to roll out the whole I'm leaving the school thing, right? So I had to do it
Right.
very delicately. You do the homeroom, then you do the teachers, then you let the rest of the grades know. So Thursday and Friday, uh, the 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 sixth graders that come in, one of them came in and she goes, "So, I told my mom that you're leaving the school." And I'm like, "Oh yeah? Is she okay with that?" And she said, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, she's not okay with it?" And she said, "No, that's what my mom said. She said no." And I'm like, "What?" she's like, "I told my mom that you're leaving and she said no." I'm like, I don't
Oh,
think that's how it works.
I don't know how to respond to this.
Yeah. And she's like, "That's what she said." And I'm like, "All right, well, there you go." And then yesterday, I was at lunch, and one of the fourth graders came up, and she said, "Are you leaving the school?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "No." And I'm
No.
like, "Okay, is this a culture where you're just allowed to be like, sorry, I know you made a decision, but no."
no.
Oh
I
man. And
I love
it's just so funny because it's so matter of fact, right? It's not
yeah.
like please stay or I'm going to miss you or anything like that. It's like no. Thanks for trying, but no, thank you.
No. This
Oh my.
this is unacceptable.
that
This is
doesn't work for
unacceptable.
me.
Uh B. I want plan B.
Go with a hard pass on that one. Thanks for trying. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
What?
Oh man. Just killed me.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually
jeez.
love that about those people.
So
No.
do I. I mean, I am gonna totally try it, and I gotta do it at home, like in America, right? Because over here they'll just accept it and give me some new curveball that I'm not used to. But I want to try it over there. Like somebody says something like,
It's
"Okay, I guess we're gonna move to Montana," and I just no.
yeah, it's actually one of
No.
my favorite things to do when I'm playing on Xbox with random people.
Yeah,
They'll be like, "Bunny, shut up." No.
no. Yes, I love it. Oh my goodness, man. Ah, shoot. Ah, all right. What is going on?
Oh no. Going so slow.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. I had it turned down.
I'm
That's
joking.
why.
I
No,
don't
but
care.
I had it on level 1 speed.
Why?
No,
What did you
I feel like the server ran without us though, because the whole northeastern part of my region wasn't built, and now it's all built and functioning awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, we were gonna do the whole tradesies, but that's
Oh,
fine.
uh,
Oh. Were
I
we gonna do that
totally
this week?
forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, I thought we were,
Let's do
but
it
it's all
next
good.
week. I'll write it down
All
and
right.
I won't forget.
Perfect. 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 All right. I have connected our towns. Funtenbergisbergerton.
Town.
I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Trade route was established between Funtunbergisberger Town and Starfall. Trade routing varies with the population of both cities.
What? Is that what
Uh,
it said?
yeah.
Do we get money from these? Hold on, let me check. Investment, building, trade route. What? That
What?
is awesome.
Are you in overview?
No, I was just mousing over the gold, the coin thing up at the top, and when you look at others, it says trade route, and then to me it shows plus 200.
What? I'm only plus 100.
Maybe because I have a bigger popul. No, that doesn't make sense. You should be getting more money
Yeah.
because you're selling more stuff to my guys. I'm okay with it.
What's your territory income?
Territory is 523.
Jeez, 388.
88. Oh, did you? I. No, I guess I just have a lot of land. I have a fort too that triples the income in one of the spots.
Yeah, and you made this like proclamation last time where you said the more land, there's no reason not to buy all the
Oh,
land you can.
yeah, yeah. Right, because the land doesn't do anything negative anymore. It's only like you can get base income from it, and that's it. There's no like before in the old versions, you lost uh, influence per turn by having more land. So you had to really match the population with the amount of land that you did. Otherwise, you just would go into the negatives with influence.
Right.
So now they don't do that. I really need to do trade relationships, huh? How are you doing, Abigail? I keep getting immigrants from your city.
Yeah, they just aren't super happy people sometimes.
Really? Could it be because of stuff you do, or no?
No, it's not me.
You don't
Totally
have
me.
you don't have to be happy to be superior.
Thank you, Addison. Thank
Mm.
you for understanding. I wish these people would get it.
Right?
Bunch of
What do you
whine.
mean by these people? Oh, jeez. All right, I need what? More beer? More what? What do we need? Chairs. Let's do chairs. Hey, vey. Furniture work.
I guess I did need it. Whatever. Unhappy. Always unhappy.
Oh, Addison. I'm just kidding. So, I've got 100 gold coming in from this little trade route I have with Deary.
Oh,
So it's just 100. You
gotcha.
both back and forth. Yeah, yeah. That's nice. Uh, city wants
Oh,
trading
that was
company.
you, Addison.
You ever think about the water we drink, Abigail? Abigail?
Yeah, dude.
Where it comes from?
Yeah.
Just some random river deep down in the earth. And people are like, the earth isn't hollow, stupid. There are rivers in there.
We're supposed to get our water checked pretty soon, I guess. Which is why I don't ever drink the water.
That's all we
I
have.
use a filter.
Oh, I don't, I don't have time for filter.
Oh, that's so gross, man. I can't even.
There's a filter on
It's
our well.
it's fine.
We shoved like a sponge in there so it gets out all the icky shit.
No, stop, stop. We shove a sponge in there. I suppose on the good side, you'll be fully prepared for when the apocalypse comes. You'll just be
Oh
like, "Hey,
yeah,
what we do anyway."
I got that iron stomach perk.
Right? Jeez. Oh my gosh. Shoot. Dang it! I forgot why I made this. I don't think I made it for the wheat. I think I made it.
That was rude.
I think I made it for the die.
Did Andrew just sing or Addison?
I did.
You know, Andrew was the
I've
original
discovered.
actor, right?
Yeah, but he never. Every time we get to singing, he's like, "Oh no, here we go again."
Also,
Oh,
here's
Mhm.
something most people don't know. Um, Andrew was the first one to play guitar.
What?
Was I?
Yep. Mama bought you
Are
a
you sure
guitar from
about that?
Walmart.
Oh, that's right.
I ended up playing it more
Oh,
than you did, but you had it. You
I
owned it
know.
first.
I
Oh
did
my
own it first.
How's that for a trip?
Yeah.
God,
How did
that's
you hold
so.
on to that all these years?
Oh,
Jeez.
but that's everything. Like magic. You did it first. Like
I did it.
almost
Oh,
everything I
lost
was
magic.
interested in, you did it first.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
funny.
Ah,
I think skateboarding was the only thing where I was interested in it before anyone else. But
right.
Mama
And then,
wouldn't buy me a skateboard.
did you ever get one or not?
I
That's
did
because
after everyone else got one, but I wanted it more than
Oh,
anyone.
only
jeez.
druggies ski Madison. Come on.
She was looking out for me because I suck at that thing.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
You're
Oh
hilarious.
man. All right.
Oh,
We're we're gonna do a gold thing, okay?
Oh, did you get gold?
What happened to my coffee? I got a gold smelter, so I'm doing the whole ore coming in and
Gotcha.
oh, I went and actually bought coffee yesterday and
yeah.
a breakfast sandwich thingy.
Nice.
Oh God.
You know what? I
That's
actually
awesome.
have. I forgot about. I have coffee. I bought coffee. How did
Are
I
you
forget
for real?
about you? Yeah, I got one of those Starbucks drinks.
Oh yeah. That's a much better alternative to. Well, you drink coffees that Daddy buys you.
Yeah.
It's food you don't eat.
Not always. Sometimes I eat it.
Did you say sometimes I eat it?
Yeah, sometimes.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I'm gonna try
It's
Sure.
the
this.
it's the easy thing to like joke
Oh yeah.
about, right? Paper. I need paper. How do you make paper? Ugh, $20? $20 for 10 paper?
$20? That's not too bad.
That's so much.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Girl outside.
What is
So
this? Cotton?
It's $20 for one paper. Two
no, it's
hundred bucks for
10.
10.
Damn it.
Oh, you're doing the math.
It's
So
whatever.
there's a little
Sorry.
Damn
spread.
you and your math.
Yeah, my bad. I take it back, okay? Yeah, I gotta buy glass, which is way more than paper. 31.
Why aren't you making glass?
I haven't researched it yet.
Oh.
I'm upgrading my farms because I make, like right now I'm growing tulips, coffee, hemp, cannabis, whatever, and dye. And so I really want to just upgrade the farm abilities so that I can get the most out of these luxuries.
Right.
Where should you put your hauling services?
What now?
Hauling services
Oh,
thing?
I
Where
try and
should
put them near like warehouses. I'm sure there's a more efficient way of doing it, but yeah, that's what I do.
The hauling thing?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
you just have people dedicated to moving things.
Is it supposed to be
Uh,
like near houses and near markets?
I don't think near houses. I think markets are doing the job, that job. Why can't I? Dang it. I think hauling services is like near other jobs.
I don't even
Okay.
know.
So if you have a
Yeah.
center where you've got a lot of buildings producing things, then actually,
Windmill and the granary.
oh, I already have hauling services. Never mind. Oh, because of that stupid wheat field glitch. I remember. Remember.
What glitch?
I had like wheat fields, but they weren't picking them up or, something weird. So I ended up deleting the field and re-putting the field down, but then the stacks were staying there, so I hired haulers and
Oh
then they finally
yeah,
started moving them. Oh, it was so annoying.
that was weird.
Yeah.
Oh no.
When do we get warehouses?
I got mine in Logistics 3
What? Wait,
at the end of Middle Ages.
the end of Middle Ages. Ugh, girl is way behind. It's three.
Gee,
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
you can't help but notice the wide smile that spread across an immigrant's child's face, and then you think you should start a dentistry office.
Ooh. Burn, little child, burn.
I know she's leaving. I know she's leaving.
Right. Yeah.
There's not enough houses. These tents are empty.
I don't think I want you anymore. I think I'm gonna sell it. All right, there we go. And what?
I was brought in immigrant. Sweet, 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 sweet.
All right, we need better farms. Better farms.
Or better, better, better. Never mind.
For a bit of better, try Better Farms.
Oh, nice one. Oh, here's something. Well, I guess I don't always share certain stuff. I don't mean to not, but
This is a
um,
positive story?
yeah.
What? Stop it. That's not what we do here. That's not what this channel's about.
Okay, stop. Uh, well, I kind of I try to take E to youth group over at my church on
Okay.
Wednesday night because I pick him up and um, yes, bye. And so then I try to entice him to want to like stay for youth. And he promised he would go this last week, so I think that's kind of why he went. He like mentally he was prepared for it.
Okay.
Well, before I even got into this particular position where I told Kel like I pick him up every Wednesday from choir because she helps pay it pays for my gas ultimately. She gives me some money. Um, so but before that had gone down, I was processing in my mind. I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to like work with the youth, just because I I had started with Cornwall, and that one fell through because of school, and then I just haven't. Well, I don't go to the church anymore, but also I think I was frustrated with some of how things are done and what's expected. And so I just kind of I didn't think anymore about it. I kind of just let it go, kind of thing. So, but I knew it was still on my heart, and I really love the leaders of this youth. Like I go to school, I think with all of them actually, and for Bible school, and I just anyway, it had been on my heart, but I didn't say anything to anyone because I'm like, no, no, like the timing is not good timing, way too busy. Um, so at class last week, Vernon, who's one of the leaders, comes up to me and he's like, so some of us have noticed, because I've been to youth twice for Eli, right? This last week and then 2 weeks ago. And so I've met some of the kids and connected with some of them, which isn't hard. I didn't even want to. I'm like, I'm here. I'm going to do school. Eli, wherever you need me to be, I will be. He's like, I just need to be able to see you and come sit by you if I want. I'm like, okay. So that means I'm in like the heart of youth group. I
Right.
can't be in the hallway. I'm like, and I'm mother's daughter, so I can't ignore people. It's not right. So I'm like, well, there's to get
Between us
no
right now.
school
I just
done.
I just want you
Yep.
to know, Abigail, that doesn't mean you have to say hey to everyone really close to you.
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay.
what I was picturing. I was trying to get schooled on them. Oh my gosh! Hi, Betty. I hope
I
you're.
love your hat. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to go back. We don't have to talk. We don't have to talk.
Okay.
Really? Your dog died. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. Come here, Betty. Come here. Come on. Let's have it.
You pretty much have it right because to the girls' bathroom. Okay.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh.
like, this is such a elementary kind of situation. All the stalls are full, and there's the young girls are talking about girl stuff, and I'm like, I'm like, I'm keeping it to myself. I'm like, dang, I totally get you. Like, I was so there when I was your age, right? And so they end up leaving
Oh,
the stall. I'm like,
jeez.
oh hey, I totally understand what you're talking about. And it's almost like
Oh my
she
goodness.
was so excited that someone understood her, especially
Oh
someone
yeah.
who is as old as I am.
Jeez.
And so I'm like, this
Oh,
girl, she came and sat. I'm in the back. Like, I'm
yeah.
not even part of the group. I'm in the back, kind of away from them.
Yeah.
She comes and sits next to me, and we chat it up. And I'm like, this is so nice. She is such a sweet girl. Come to find out, the other leaders I end up talking to, they're like, yeah, we have not been able to make a connection with her yet. You are the only person she's made a connection with as an adult. And I'm like,
Right.
cool, no pressure.
Hold on. Don't mess this one up. I
I th-
invited her out for drinks later. Is that
I
okay?
I didn't.
No, I
Okay.
know. I'm joking.
no.
Obviously.
I think part of what attracts people like that to you, Abigail, is that you're so sincere. You don't
Genuine.
yeah, you don't fake a single thing.
Yeah, I can't. it's
So annoying.
And people
it
could
So
hurt.
annoying when
people
you're
could
the
see that.
brother that has to deal with all the other people that are like, oh, she's so nice, isn't she? Yeah, we've heard it all our lives. All right. God, just
Have you ever thought
But I'm
about
not. I'm
have
not
you
always like that.
have you ever just thought maybe if you were just more like your sister? Have you ever
gosh.
have you ever thought that?
No,
No.
Just
no, Addison, no. This is the worst thing. Okay, okay.
Okay.
I am the favorite teacher. I'm not a favorite. I am
right,
the
the
favorite.
favorite. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And then when Abigail shows up, it goes from the favorite to where's your sister? Hey, how about a hello? She's
I've
in another country.
I've
Oh
basically
my
made
god.
you who you are. She doesn't even know your name.
That
She
is
doesn't invest in your life. She comes by and goes, "Oh, wow, Bulgaria is nice," and then she leaves. But I stay. So can you FaceTime her then? Like what?
can you FaceTime
Maybe just
Oh
tell her
my
that I
god.
want her to come back and visit. That's all. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my seat.
I sure and I hate it when they do that. It makes me feel so bad. I'm like, oh shit, now I need to actually not for my brother, but for his
hmm
students. Sorry.
Stupid
Oh
students.
my gosh.
Ugh.
I just think it's
Yeah, no,
hilarious
that's fun.
because
That's fun.
you put in what 5, 6 years at college to
right?
to become a teacher, and all I had to do was be born after you.
Okay, but this is the thing, and I love this. Okay, so I was talking to the kids. They were like, they were asking if you guys were gonna come before I left the school, my homeroom class, and I was like,
Oh,
even if they did, you would only get to see one brother, and they're like, why? And I said, well, Abigail's not allowed to come because if she does, then you're gonna love her more than I do, and so that's not allowed. And Alakai's not allowed to come because all he does is talk your head off, and then you get in trouble, and I can't punish my brother in front of you guys. So then you're upset at me because he was the one that started making you talk, and you know how that works. So, so you'd only get to see Addison. And last time he visited a classroom, everyone thought he was terrifying because he looked like, and I quote, a gangster. So, I mean, those are the options.
Like
Do you want them to
a
come? Oh, and I said that, and it was like all the boys in the room perked up. They're like, "How did he look?" And I'm like, "He wore a sweater. That was what defined him as a gangster. Like that was it."
guys are like, how many tattoos did he have? What? No,
Yeah,
none.
they were waiting for bling or something, right? Maybe a
Oh
gun
my
hanging out of your pocket because it's America, right? They really
The,
have a very
the nerdiest of
uh,
my cousins look more gangster than I do. What are you talking about?
exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh, just
Oh, that's
killed me.
so funny.
That's great.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
quick thing though, no one has ever said that. I hate that thing when people are. I don't think our family would say it. Like, why aren't you like so and so? People don't say that in our family, do they?
Oh no no no.
No, of course not.
There's
Okay, and
been
don't play me.
no okay, no. There's like
No,
Grammy
they
will
don't.
say stuff similar, like
Yeah.
not as direct, but you could interpret it that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
It's
mean,
yeah,
I
it's
guess I
definitely
do.
not like you see things on the movies where that it obviously is they compare it to siblings or whatever, and that's never really, happened in such a
Yeah.
I don't think our family does that too much. It's
Well,
just
Yeah.
more
when I see scenes like that,
implied.
I I just assume someone had someone like Grammy in their life,
Right.
and now they're like, well, I can write her however I want. Ha 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 ha.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
No.
it, isn't it?
That's how I see
Oh,
it.
The,
jeez.
A lot of
Yeah.
bitter
the
people in
only thing
Hollywood.
that
Yeah.
um the only thing that
Jeez.
like I can compare that to is like the girls, like I feel like I've always been compared in the sense of you're not girly enough. So why aren't you more proper? Like, yeah, screw that. Who got time for that? Come on.
You saying I gotta stop picking my butt? Because that's a deal breaker.
Deal breaker.
Dude, you don't like it when I say dude? Dude.
Oh, yeah.
That one
Okay,
is funny every
I
time.
do. No, and kids will call me dude, or the new one is bro. We'll say bro.
Bro.
And so yeah, I've made a rule, and the rule is you are allowed to call me sire, uh, no, sir, sire, or your majesty. Those are the three
That's
things
it.
besides Mr. Favor that you're allowed to call me. And yeah,
Oh, that's
that's the
great.
new rule because oh yeah, there were so many kids that were going, "Hey, dude," and I'm like, "I'm not your dude, so
I
let's
am
try it again."
not your dude.
The
Yeah,
Oh
no,
man.
it's and it still throws me when girls do it, even though it's still like it's fine when girls do it to girls. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, let's look at the definition. I mean, come on, ladies.
but like
But
that's some stuff that I would say when I was in school. And are like your Bulgarian kids are now
Well,
like
yeah,
bro
and
and dude?
admittedly, Bulgaria is kind of like 20 years behind America. So whatever was popular 20 years ago, it starts hitting now. So
Gotcha.
it is kind of like
oh,
that. Yeah.
Oh, a snow
So
okay,
slipper.
anyway,
stop that.
except for the absolutely ridiculous things like TikTok. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
word,
TikTok.
TikTok is so
Stay away from TikTok.
Can't handle TikTok, man. I
If you're
cannot.
no,
it
if you're
should
gonna
be.
if you're gonna force your children to call you sire, also force them to not use TikTok. Take their phones, delete it from their phones.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, except that the school bans phones, right? I mean,
Oh
otherwise I
Oh,
totally
shit!
would do that.
yes, I love it.
I do love
They
that,
really.
but
I don't love it. If you just okay. I just think you need to learn to educate them on how to use the phones right. And if you ban it, it's like saying don't drink and you don't give a
Forbidden
reason
fruit.
why. Yeah, and then that's what they do as soon as they get a chance. So
but on the other hand, it's
anyway,
also teaching and showing these kids that they can go for long periods of time without their phone, without melting down.
well, you would think that would be
Is
right,
that true,
wouldn't you?
Andrew?
Yeah,
Am I
no, Addison, that's exactly what happens. Oh
am
God,
I the only
the
one that
kid.
learned lessons like that?
We are millennials. We didn't have phones when we were kids.
No, but I remember a time when I felt like I had to have my phone with me all the time. And then I
Oh,
started leaving it behind and I got used to this like, oh, I don't need this with me all the time. I'm fine without it.
yeah, but I think that we have an advantage because we were not born with a phone in our hand,
It's
and
true.
most of these kids were.
It's true. I
So
can't
I don't
even
know.
imagine having a phone when I
This is
was
what.
like 8.
Yeah, exactly. It's typically a phone and an iPad, right? You know,
Yeah.
like they're you're not one
Jeez.
device. You have at least two. You
And
know,
what? You
so
were like, I can't wait till I graduate high school so I can have a computer.
a laptop. Yeah, that was it. That was the
No,
dream.
not even a laptop. You got a desktop, I'm pretty sure. Wasn't it?
I don't remember. I remember that I was obsessed with laptops. I know when I was 6, Grammy gave me her desktop, but it was like that 386 thing that played Outnumbered and Treasure Hunt and old
Fatty
games
Bear.
like that. So Fatty Berry,
Yeah.
yes. Oh man, that took 5 floppy disks to install too. That was a
First
long install right there.
first game I ever played.
Oh man. And I didn't think because I liked Outnumbered and I felt like Putt Putt and Fatty Bear were Putt Putt was a Zach game and Fatty Bear was your game. But then you guys would play it and I was just like entranced by it. Like, oh man. Shoot.
And I mean, it's crazy because the stupid um what was it? Alpha Centauri and
Oh yeah.
Age of Empires.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
hated those games. But when you played
Yeah.
them, oh my gosh. When's it my turn? When can I have a
When's
go?
it my turn? Oh my goodness. Jeez. Why? Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I
jeez.
think it's just because you're good at it,
So
and I'm like,
funny.
I think I can do that. I think I can imitate that.
Okay, so you mentioned that, and I got to bring up this story then because I got a board game called Search for Planet X. Highly, highly recommend this game. In fact, if you do get it, I am pretty certain that we can play together uh, because of the way it's set up.
Mhm.
You run it through your phone, and so you just have to tell me the game code you're on. You set up the board game. I set up the game code. We can play together. Anyway, the idea of it is kind of like Clue, where you're trying to find Planet X. You've got like 12 sectors, and in the course of looking for Planet X, you're also discovering dwarf planets, asteroids, different objects in the sky.
Yeah.
And the more you discover, the more points you get. Super complicated game. I mean, incredibly, uh, like they really the stuff that they do, like when you're submitting theories and peer reviews, like when you look into the reason why they made it the way they did, they wanted to get people excited about how astronomers really do research the heavens. Like that they really wanted to nail that, right? So it's super complicated. They've got a solo version to the game, and so I've been doing the solo version. And since I don't really like I just set it up at the school and I do it there. And so some of the kids will come and say, oh, we want to play the game. And I'm like, all right, but it's really complicated. I don't think you'll be able to figure it out. And so I just tell them, watch me. And if you like it, then we'll play a multiplayer game. And so I'm showing them, and they're like, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?" And I'm explaining, but it's really hard because it is really a complicated game. And so they keep asking, I keep telling them, and then they get bored and they walk off. And then a couple of them come back, and then they're like, "Do that." And I'm like, "No, it's a bad idea because of blah blah," And so they don't understand, but they're getting more and more excited about it. And day by day, there's like 3 or 4 kids that are constantly watching it. And so I'm finally like, "Do you want to play?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, we want to play." And so I'm like, "Okay, cool. Here, I'm going to give you the stuff, but I got to get some work done." And then all of a sudden, they don't want to play anymore. Like they only want to play if I'm playing, and that's it.
It's kind of
It's like,
cute.
I mean, yeah, but it's
Annoying.
just no, 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 not annoying. It's just it's funny because you're just like, you want them to be excited about it because the game is exciting, right? You don't want them to be excited about it because you said it was exciting, right?
Right.
Right.
So, like Alpha Centauri, all I'm saying is like Alpha Centauri is an amazing epic game. It would have been cool if little Addison actually thought the game was cool, and then we played the game together. I mean, I guess I
Yeah.
was not really a sharing person all the time, but still.
No, but yeah, like if I was actually interested in it and not just hanging out with you.
Right, right, yeah. So anyway, I think too. I don't remember which one of them there was, but I do you remember trying to do a multiplayer where you took turns where you pressed enter and then you switched seats and stuff like that?
Only with Monopoly. I honestly don't remember it with any of the
Okay,
RTS
I don't
games
either.
or strategy games.
I, I remember there was. I don't remember if it was when we were kids though, but I remember when they had developed this hot seat technique thing, and I was so excited about it.
Yeah.
But nobody in our home cared about those games, so it didn't matter.
Well, and it made so much sense because it was basically like they took a board game and just put way more available moves on the board.
Stuff into it, yeah. And now they actually do make board games based off of the
Right.
RTS games that I play. Oh man,
It's
so fun,
progress, but you're going
so fun.
backwards. What do you?
It's the opposite direction. No, board games are the new future. Computers are gonna die.
Simplicity is everything.
Simplicity is everything.
I invented a calculator.
Jeez. Okay. I'm sorry. There was this guy that invented. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is cool when you think about the way he did it, but he's talking about analog computers. Have you seen anything like this or heard
Mm-mm.
anything? Okay, so it's a computer that plug them into different spots and it creates, he created a calculator from it. And so anyway, he was trying to go on about how this was going to be the future because this is where the world was going, is towards analog computers. And the whole time I'm thinking, oof, I really don't think so, because this is something they invented like 100 years ago. So, and I know a lot of people, and I don't think a lot of them want to think that much when it comes to computers.
Have a forge, a blacksmith. I don't know. I don't know.
Do I?
I wasn't. I was listening, but I wasn't.
You weren't.
Sorry.
I know.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
upset at you. I'm angry. Um, and I'm hurt.
Just feel better talking.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Addison, do you have any trade companies?
Yes, I have three. My headset
Are
disconnected
you
right before you started talking about analog computers.
sure? You all have some kind of excuse.
No, no, it was super interesting. Let's move
No, God Almighty, I can't. I can't.
on.
Um.
I actually did want to
Oh,
talk about it. I just disconnected.
Oh, gotcha. Um, Addison, do you have anything that you're importing or exporting in your trading companies?
Mm-mm. Not consistently. I'm selling a lot
Okay.
of iron ore.
Okay, but it's not showing that you're selling any iron ore.
How
This is the
about now?
Addison, Daddy is coming home and he has a load of gravel, just so you know, because I want to get out there and help him, but I don't know
Okay,
when he's going to start.
we can end early. I gotta go to town and get a COVID test.
Do you did you sell it at a trading post or is it being auto sold at a trading company?
It was a trading port.
Oh, okay. So you're not
Mm-mm,
you didn't make any trading companies yet.
not yet.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna
Oh,
wait for that, I think.
I totally should.
Wow, you've got a lot of farms in the making.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice.
Trading company. Company that trades stuff.
If I'm gonna import cotton, will you guys be happier with me or what?
Hey, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and then I would need to make enough pottery to export it. I see. I see. Pottery, pottery.
How am I down on stone all of a sudden? I was up for so long.
Yeah, I don't know. But I get that because I was like multiple thousands of um, coal, and then this winter dropped down to zero. Like,
Jeez. Out of nowhere.
it would be really nice to have a warning signal or
Yeah.
something,
Even if I had to like hire a dude that's just like your only job is to let me know when we're low on coal.
right? Or at least the downward trend. Like, a little flash in the corner that, red sign coal, right? That's it.
Yeah.
You know, green sign coal, and then that
Or
shows it's going in an upward trend or whatever.
put arrows. Like put a minus sign when it's even, put a green arrow when you're gaining, and a red arrow when you're losing.
Right, right.
Right
I
next to
mean,
it.
just anything would be, yep, really nice.
Although when you hover over it, they do have a lot of info. I like that.
You hover over, you mean on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is because, okay, so, I mean, that is great. The problem is that you've got what? Wood, stone, coal, medicine, tools. Like you've got a food. Like there's a whole bunch of
Right.
shit that you got to be watching all the time. And so that's why even if just whenever a downward trend started occurring with anything, wheat, then it just sort of flashes red off to the side. It
Yeah.
can be something you mostly ignore, but then, for someone who's got a lot of balls in the air, you can just be like, oh, I need to upgrade my, wheat
Yeah.
stuff.
Especially once you start building multiple colonies, you get like a
Yeah.
like, hey, this town is low or is dropping on this, and the faster it drops,
Right.
the more intense the flash gets or something.
Something. I mean, just so you can, and that would be the other thing is because I feel like truly, if you're going to have more than uh, two colonies or one colony, even I guess, you would really need to have a balance. Like I would have to leave this town saying, all right, the population's not going to grow at all, the food's not going to get out of hand or get too small. Like everything really has to be pretty balanced.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't be gone for too long.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. Just some thoughts. Guy who's making this game.
Devs, devs, they're
What's up?
obviously watching.
Come on. I mean, obviously.
They want to know what the little man thinks.
Oh man. Medicine maker, coffee roaster. I wonder if
Oh, we already started.
they already started.
What? He already started?
Yeah,
Good gosh.
this timing is not great.
It's like the dude works for fun. It's kind of upsetting sometimes.
Like I wanna know what goes through his head, cause like genuinely, I'll be doing stuff and I'll be like, I could be doing other things that are so much more useful and fun for me. And I'm trying to figure out, like, does he just count? And he's just like, I'm gonna dig, and one, and two, and three.
It's true though because I do. I mean when I not this Christmas but last Christmas when I went to help him out at the workshop work wherever where his place of employment is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, okay, as a kid, I hated working hard. I just wanted to play all the time, and so I was a bad worker. But as an adult, I have no problem being, for example, I'll stay at the school till for 12 hours a day, right? So I don't mind working hard now. So I thought, okay, this will be great. He needed help. He was feeling sick. I could go and help. Be a good worker. Life would be awesome. And I'm telling you, I hated it. I hated it so much. And I don't understand him sometimes.
I kind of like. I kind of like it.
Huh?
I kind of, I mean, I'm not trying to go against
To
you,
be
but
a
I kind of
dick.
hate it. No,
You do.
I hate it because all I see is a downward trend.
What do you mean?
In what way? Because I see a downward trend too, but I'm pretty sure we're not in
I
the same downward trend. So
I see Grandpa as this badass that literally worked his entire life, and he produced four great kids that work 9 to 5s easily,
oh,
and they
gotcha.
produced kids that work 9 to 5s on good days.
I work nine to. Actually, I don't work 9 to 5, but still,
No, and I'm literally not
I
talking
know.
about you or
I know.
Abigail. It's a,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
but
But yeah, the downward trend I was speaking of was more of I will think to myself, it's manual labor. It can't be that bad. So you just got to find something to entertain yourself in your head, right? Because
right.
literally that's all I do when I come home. I mean, I don't watch TV anymore. I just turn on the TV in my mind and voila, I've got endless amounts of entertainment. So why not do it for the work? And then I'll do it and I'll be like, this work sucks. Okay? It sucks. And that's all I can think of. And so then it's a downward trend because I'm like, no, no, stop thinking about how bad it sucks. Think about, and it just swirls and swirls until you're finally like, all right, is it time to go home yet? Yeah, I know it's been 2 hours. It's time to go home.
We all have different strengths. I mean, there we go,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So not
That's
all of
that's
us are meant to
possible.
do the same exact thing. Then there would be because I
It would be nice to to have a little balance though, because I feel like my balance is definitely what was the other thing that happened the other day? Oh, I was trying to draw a picture and I mean, it was so ridiculous that you couldn't like I was okay, we're we're doing a project right now in the middle school IT where you just you just it's basically a free class for 2 weeks, right?
Okay.
So I'm drawing a picture, and I was telling the kids, I was like, uh, I'm a bad artist. When I end up taking over the world, I need you guys to help design like the logo for the flag and stuff like that. And they're like, "You're not that bad of an artist." I'm like, "No, I am. I am. I mean, I'm not even talking about like the stereotypical, uh, the IT teacher's a bad artist. I'm talking about it is embarrassing how I can know so little about how colors
I
come
remember when
together."
I remember when we were supposed to do this. We were both doing this art piece on
Yeah.
asymmetry, and you
Yeah.
you brought in a chessboard.
Yep. Yep. You know what? And it's asymmetrical, asshole. All right?
No, you're technically correct.
Technically, I'm correct. And yes, okay, I got a C minus in college art because my art drawings were AKA board game looking. Okay? I don't care. Okay? I don't care. Anyway,
Okay.
so
Can
I'm
I
sorry.
just say
no, listen,
no?
listen. So
I'm
I got
sorry.
this very kind seventh grade girl who's like, "It's okay, I'll help you out." And we're doing the art in Excel, so it's like making pixel art, right? And so I'm like, "Okay, give me two colors that work well together." So she gives me two colors, and I'm like, "Great." So I took the two colors, I started doing whatever, trying to make a pattern, and I was like, "All right, what do you think?" And so she comes to look at it, and she's like I don't even remember the colors because I'm that bad. But let's say it was red and green. So she comes over to look and she's like, "Oh, I wouldn't have chosen those shades of red and green." And I'm like, "Do you see what I'm talking about? Like even on my best day, it's my worst day because I cannot understand." And then she just slaps something together that honestly looks so beautiful. I would pay to purchase that art. Like, oh, it's just frustrating because I will be able to learn how to code a computer or do those logical reasoning things really well, but have no idea how to do that. And I feel like I could have been like when God was creating the melting pot of whatever He did when He made me. He could have been like, all right. He doesn't have to have so much logical reasoning. He needs a little artistic abilities. Come on, give him something.
He was like, let's put all the stat points right in logic.
Right in there. That's it. No art. PE. I'll sprinkle a little something in there,
Right.
but
We'll give him ambition
we're
for sure.
we'll give him ambition. Too much confidence. He needs that. He needs that because oh boy, he's gonna suck at these other things. Oh, jeez.
You suck
and
at
then
one other thing.
and then for the
Oh
next one,
man.
let's just do the opposite. Let's just
Let's just
flip the stats
flip it around.
the other way. What is ambition? That's what he's gonna say.
They won't realize it until they're much, much older. That they're gonna find they complement each other really well. So, oh, jeez,
Oh man.
man, that's fun stuff. I tell
Come
you.
on, people. Work, 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 work.
Um, dang, do you guys know if mushroom farms make people unhappy?
Is
Say
what?
again?
Mushroom farms, do they make people unhappy?
Wow.
There's job happiness.
Oh no, no, like other buildings. You when you put
Oh, I
you
don't
can't
think
build
so.
a pottery shop next to, but it's you. They don't get unhappy around
I
mushroom
think it's
farms.
I think it's just buildings that are processing materials, not
Right, right.
collecting them.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm,
Ah,
mm,
shit.
mm, mm. What?
I'm losing people to the cold.
Ah,
It's no
what's
good.
a few couple here and there? Dang it, me too. Shoot.
Oh
Terrible
damn.
human.
um,
I mean, I'm
hold
not
on.
allowed to see that anymore.
Let's find these guys.
Oh, you can
And
actually build these mines close to each other.
yeah,
Is it gonna drain my resources faster? Yeah.
it. it doesn't drain like super fast, but you would be surprised. Like I feel like 30,000 coal is impossible to eat up, but it does eventually go.
That's I don't know how I feel about that.
Yep. I agree. I didn't know how I felt about it until it happened. Then I began to understand.
That's Factorio. You have this beautiful factory
Oh,
running smoothly.
oh,
What
yeah.
happened? Oh, that
You're out.
50 billion iron that I was supposed to be able to mine from this is gone. I have to drag my track 1,000 spaces just.
Did you did do the other game? What was the other game? Rift Breaker.
Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun.
You It was, but I mean that was the same thing because at some point you got this network across the whole map because you're constantly running out of these vital
Yeah.
resources.
Um, Dyson Sphere Project. You play that?
I have it. I did play it once, but I didn't come back to it because I wanted to uh, dedicate time. Shit, I know everyone's dying. Um, I wanted to dedicate time to just playing that and not
Yeah.
like you
Uh,
don't want to play three different games when you're playing that, you know.
from what I remember, they do the same thing with the resources on the ground where it will run out at some point.
Yeah,
But once you get to like the big planet and you start putting down resource gatherers on the whatever giant planet that you're next to, that's
yeah,
infinite. That just always runs.
really.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
I
I,
like that.
it takes a ton of work to get there, but yeah, that's I like that
It's
game.
so nice to have a.
But people
Huh?
What happened?
like people are dying left and right, and your people are wondering if they can eat the corpses. I'm like,
Yeah.
we have food. Hell no.
So
Oh,
Don't.
we're hungry.
so are we gonna bury this guy or what? Can I eat him? There's a fruit stand right next to you, Gary.
Okay, I was just asking a question. Jeez.
Shit.
Morons.
Judge Moore?
Judgment.
So angry.
Jeez. All right, heating technology. I want to upgrade heating technology.
How am I
Yeah.
down to
How do you
16? I was at 26.
Wait, 26 what?
I had 26 houses level 4,
Oh,
and now I'm
okay,
down
you're
to
down.
16.
I gotcha.
Um,
go away, Atticus? Barking.
Oh, frugality. We need frugality. Where's the? There we
Pocket
go.
watch.
Oh, sweet.
Elegant timepiece crafted by clockmakers. Luxury tier 3.
You're making clocks, pocket
No,
watches?
no, I've never, I saw it on the auto trade list.
Okay, yeah. They keep adding stuff like carpet. I saw carpet on there.
Jeez. Alright. Um, tulips are cheap. Let's do tulips.
Ivy.
Atticus, stop.
But
He's,
Dad, Dad.
no, he's not even doing that. He's.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, he's over by you.
Yeah, he can probably hear Daddy outside, and he's just like.
Oh, is he in? He's in the house still.
I think so.
Unbelievable.
Oh. Oh.
There is a neighbor somewhere vertical to my location who bought a little dog. And whenever this neighbor comes home, dog starts to bark and bark and bark because it's so excited. And I just want to kill my neighbor and the dog so bad, but it's illegal. So,
I got this.
yeah.
I got this friend on Xbox who has a little dog, and his his little dog has a toy that has a squeaker in it,
Oh, jeez.
and literally
That's
100% of the time I'm playing with him in the background.
right.
For weeks, I
And
played with this dude, and then one time the dog goes, "Arf!" and he turns around, shut up.
yeah, okay, I don't get that.
What?
Oh my gosh. I can't even. Like,
The bar, the
you're
bark is
okay
what
with
gets you.
Squeaker?
it's,
Right?
it's the bark that's the problem.
Jeez. It's all too much, okay? Oh
Atticus
my
is in the
goodness.
garage, isn't he?
I think so. Should I
Yeah,
let him
because
outside?
Daddy's
Oh,
by the front of the driveway, and he doesn't like Atticus out there.
yeah.
That dog is a whiner. But Dad, I want to go with you.
Why?
Why me, God? Why?
Oh my
Oh, we're
gosh.
entertainment.
The
So
personality
great.
value on that dog. Crazy.
Right? Oh, my word. Come on,
Does
baby.
does he need our help out there?
I think so, but he won't ever ask for it, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna help him, but we were in the middle of gaming, and so we can end it sooner. It's up
Yeah,
to you
we can
guys.
wrap this up.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm really tired.
Are you? Really? Or are you just saying that?
No, I really am. I do not know why.
Oh.
It's been a hell of a week.
It has been. It
Oh, how was your week?
was good. Yeah, it was good. It was, it's emotionally draining, but it actually, it's been nice. I told you the different stories. So yeah,
That was from this week.
uh, yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, okay, Adi and Didi has been a thing that's happened over the last 3 weeks, maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
But like the mom saying no and then the kid, um, that was pretty funny. So, oh, and I like the older kids were asking, oh, what's you're starting a school? And I asked the bosses already. I was like, do you want me to keep this like to myself or something? And they're like, oh no, you can tell anyone you want. And so the kids are like, you're starting a school? That's awesome. I'm coming to your school. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's really a certain kind of people that you want at the school, so it's probably best that you don't show up. No, no, it
We
was
don't want
just,
your kind here.
and when I say your kind, I don't mean to be racy. I just mean Bulgarians. So anyway,
Oh,
no,
it's a Romanian school. I see.
it's right, yeah, slash American. I mean, we, we're diversifying.
You want to piss off the
Um,
people right around you and also the whole world.
oh yeah, right. Oh jeez. Anyway, yeah. So that was, you don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to look like somebody who's trying to steal kids from the school, right?
Right.
So,
But
then you're just
also,
like, hey, maybe you want to work at the school one day, huh? Anyway,
also, your
sorry guys.
reputation is going to bring people there. You're not stealing them from anybody. They're making the
Right.
decision to follow you.
Yep.
It's true. It's true. So
So,
I guess I will try and steal them then.
Sorry.
You
It's
convinced me, Edison.
no, it's all
Thank
about
you.
intent. Are you sneaky? Are you trying to screw over the school? No, you're just
True, actually.
trying to make a better education for the world, and that
Right,
includes
right.
people right around you.
Well, and it does. I mean, it is something that I was telling the kids too. That it's you're not trying to. I'm not trying to. Like, I'm not leaving because I hate the school. I'm not uh, trying to make it fail or anything like that. I just have a dream, and what kind of teacher would I be if I told you guys to live up to your dreams and then I didn't do the same?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jeez.
Not just a teacher, you're an example.
I try to be. I mean, the excessive drinking's getting a little out of control. But besides that, it's
You'd say
great.
you were a perfect example.
Right? Thank
more,
you.
more like a fun
Got
example.
for that one.
I gotta stop
Oh my
laughing at this stuff.
gosh.
This is
I
so
know.
I'm
We all
sorry.
do, okay?
like
Jeez.
such good examples. I mean, we grew up with such, for the most part, such good examples, right?
Conservative
So we just
people?
what?
Okay. Conservative people? I
Yeah.
mean, no one around
Oh,
us drank when we were growing up.
Yeah, no one.
I remember when
Um,
Grandma came over and brought somebody that went out for a smoke at Grammy's house, and that blew my mind.
oh,
Uh,
yeah. Well, and for me, it was even later on than that. It was like 21 or 22 when Grammy brought wine for great grandma, and
Yeah.
I was like thinking, "Holy crap!" She basically brought cocaine. Like in my mind, that was the level
Oh,
of
and
what she just did.
I went the exact opposite. I was like, ah, it's fake wine. It's
Oh,
not
it's
real.
fake
It's
wine,
not real.
right?
It's not
It's
real.
got to be,
Yeah.
right?
That was my first
Total
instinct.
denial.
Yeah.
Like, no, no,
No.
there's no way. There's no
Grammy
way.
can't even buy real wine. What are you talking
Right? Holy crap! So they messed us up in it.
about?
Oh, it's cool.
In a super unique way.
Yeah, jeez. Oh my
hilarious.
goodness, that's awesome. Okay. Speaking of wine, I know you guys are gonna go help, but I just got to mention this. Um, Abigail, no, Addison, you don't like wine or you don't care.
Not really.
Okay, Abigail,
Not really. Whatever. Jeez.
So I'd
you
rather
know that I don't like
Ugh.
wine,
Yeah.
but after going to that winery and doing the wine tastings, it's learning how to, find the right blend of wine.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
When
and
Yeah.
you
so
say that,
I found
all I hear is it's about how high you can stick your nose while you drink it.
I thought you
actually
were.
you do have to stick your nose up to get the whiff
Oh my
in right.
god.
So yeah, yeah. Anyway, so I had this Call du Soir. Addison, you probably don't even know what we're
Just
talking
gonna
about now.
go. I'm gonna leave. Oh, call the swall. And I've had it
Call
down
du
by
Soir.
the fleur de loup.
Wow, dude, you do know what you're talking about. All right. So anyway, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay, no, there's this white wine that is specific to here because the roses, I guess. I don't know
uh-huh.
how it all works. I need to research it, but apparently because Bulgaria grows roses, they have this special wine that has sort of a rosy kind of smell to it.
Hmm.
Um, and it's a white wine, which I never thought I would like because I don't like. I like
White
sweet
wines,
and white.
Andrew.
What?
They're the best wine.
Yeah, and yeah. Anyway, so this white wine, I was, I had a bottle that I was saving for you when you came here, and then I opened it last night because I thought, oh, I'll just try a little, and them bottles go quickly. You
Okay,
know what I mean?
you have to buy me another one.
Actually, I found out this is actually a globally popular white wine. So if you go to the shop and you look for something called Muscat. I think I'm saying that
Andrew,
right. I'll
How do
send
you
you a picture, but all you have to do is look for product of Bulgaria because we're the only country that makes this particular one,
okay,
and you can get it yourself.
okay,
I'll send you the picture if I can find it.
please do. Yes,
It's
but I
spelled
currently am fasting.
Muscat.
Oh,
Muscat, yeah, Muscat. Muscat. I don't know. I know how to say it in Bulgarian. I don't know how to say it in English.
I think I am fasting until the end of April. So,
Cool.
not gonna lie, surprisingly, I thought, I mean, like a week or two ago, I was like, this is actually harder than I thought. I'm like, this is probably really good then for you if it's hard.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, no, and I after because it's not a well, I guess it can be a big deal, but it's like I don't know if it was last weekend or the weekend before that I had found this delicious rum, and then I went through it, and then again with the wine. So it's like, okay, you know what? Clearly, I'm not having a sip just to you know take the edge off. So I don't think I'm going to be having bottles of anything around for a while, and for a special occasion, then maybe. But otherwise, I really just,
Well,
I'm punishing myself.
for
Yeah, better
real,
Right.
off.
I've
Yeah,
I've
is it?
started buying small like airplane bottles
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I'll have two of those and I'm fine. But if I get a bottle, I'll drink half of it.
Right. And then next thing you know, you're like,
Holy
why did
shit!
I do that?
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
it
the
was such
heck?
a waste.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say to myself, like, okay, you can only have a drink if you like go out with people to eat and have a drink, right? I never go
Ugh.
out with anyone.
You're just like, Grammy, come get Taco Bell with me. All right, I'll see you later.
Thank you. Jeez.
I did
Okay,
go out.
I do like
Technically.
going out with people, but it's expensive.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
And so then it's like, which is also good, right? Because then you don't
Right.
get multiple drinks too. So I guess that's actually good. You're right. All right, I'm going to go back to that method.
See,
And if
it's smart.
and that means that if I go with Plan A with the spring break thing to Italy, oh baby,
But
woo!
but on top of that, it's also like for me, I remember every single time we went out and got like a fancy drink. Like it's an
Oh
event.
yeah,
It's a thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
can't
And it's
remember
in
half the times I poured shots for myself sitting here.
right. Well, yeah, right. um, no, but it's true, right? And you
No, no.
just sort of like it's it's fun because I mean with you guys it's different, but with like these guys that I hang out with over here, it's nice because you just sort of get to crack open yourself a little bit where normally you wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not getting I mean, drunk. I don't know, wasted, drunk if they're the same thing. But you're not getting plastered. That's the word. Um, but you're still, coming alive a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Get to be a little bit more authentic
right, right.
ish.
Which I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes I
On
can be
it.
a little uptight.
It's
What?
what I
So I
like.
know.
Oh.
I know.
You're
Whatever.
fun.
Okay. You're fun. You're you're the fun brother. What are you talking about?
And
Jeez.
as much as it pisses me off, and I always thought of myself as the fun brother, everyone always talked like you were coming over, it was going to be a good time.
Okay, and no, I do not agree with that. Who told
I
you
don't
that?
either.
Whoever
Yeah,
That
told you
I
was
feel
that?
like you're
that was the
both of
vibe
that.
of all the cousins. I promise you.
Oh,
If you were going to be
okay. The
there,
Oh,
it was going
cousins.
to be a good time.
Yeah, the cousins were different. I mean, the real people outside of our family, that was
the
never
real
the case.
people.
What about
Your
high
family
school?
is
High
Everyone
school,
in high
no,
school loved you.
no,
I
no.
name one person that didn't. Uh,
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 what's her name? Melissa Vanderbosch.
that's not fair.
Yeah, she didn't like anyone.
I actually
So
don't know who.
she did not like anyone. I mean, she had the three girls. I mean, honestly, there were three girls in the whole school she hung out with, and then she looked at Chris Vanderkoy once, which means I think she had a crush on him. That's it. That's all I got from her. So, oh
Oh man.
man,
maybe he has a really rough past or history or something.
I, I don't know. She